Heinrich Zemo, aka Baron Zemo. His first appearance, The Avengers, issue number 6. 12th Baron in the long history of the Zemo family. Heinrich is known for his brilliance as a scientist, and more notably known for his cruelty. Zemo has created many weapons of mass destruction for the German army in World War II. Baron Zemo has 5 stamina, a movement of long. He's size 2 and threat level 3. His physical attribute is 3, energy attribute is 3, and his mystic attribute is 4. Let's watch Baron Zemo as he begins his daily training regimen.
All right, Baron Zemo's about to start his training. The first thing I want to talk about is his movement. It's incredible. It's movement long. So here he is taking on the Inhumans who are defending the Daily Bugle. And you can see from where he's standing, he can reach Crystal, he can surpass Medusa, he can reach Lockjaw. Can't quite make it to Black Bolt, but he could make it to Black Bolt as far as movement and then any of his attacks with their ranges is concerned. So he's got pretty decent movement. His first attack is called Sword Strike. This attack is range 2, and he rolls 5 dice. After this attack is resolved, Baron Zemo will gain power equal to the damage dealt, so it's a power generating attack. And it also has bleed. If he rolls any wilds during this attack, the affected character gains the bleed special condition. Now, a character with bleed suffers 1 damage at the end of each of their activations. He also has Steel Rush. Now, Steel Rush has a range of 3, so he could get Medusa actually right where he's standing. That's how far away this guy can attack. Steel Rush, you roll 6 dice, it costs 2 power, and after this attack is resolved, Baron Zemo may advance medium movement. So he could effectively attack Medusa here, rolling 6 dice. Oh, and if he rolls any wilds, he's going to gain bleed again, so she would suffer damage at the end of each of her activations. He'd roll 6 dice, and after it's resolved, he may advance medium movement, which he could either maybe get out of dodge if he had to. If he had, maybe Red Skull has a AoE effect that I don't know about what happened, but it's a good way to either get out of the fight or, better yet, get closer into the fight. Maybe he wants to mix it up with Lockjaw. I don't know that I'd go toe-to-toe with Who's a Good Boy, but that's something he could do after he does Steel Rush. Another ability he has is called Charge. Charge says for 2 power as an action, he may immediately make a move action followed by an attack action. This superpower can only be used once per turn. So he makes a move action. Let's say if he wanted to do Charge from where he is right there, he could move here and attack Crystal with Sword Strike, rolling 5 dice. Maybe he gets a wild and gets a bleed. Or he could attack Crystal with Steel Rush and then advance medium, go right back to Lockjaw, and then use Sword Strike or Steel Rush again. That would be pretty crazy if you could think about it. So for 2 power, he activates Charge. Let's kind of walk this through. I don't normally do these on these videos. I kind of blow through the powers and that's that, but let's walk this through. As an action, he pays 2 power to use Charge. So Charge says this character immediately makes a move action followed by an attack action. This can only be used once per turn. So again, from here, he decides to move towards Crystal with the other long movement, attacks her with Steel Rush, paying 2 power, which says, after this is resolved, the character could advance medium, putting him right back in fight with Lockjaw, where he could use Steel Rush. Now this is if he had 6 power. Use Steel Rush again, roll some more dice, roll 6 dice, and hopefully get a bleed, and then back out of the fight, because after Steel Rush, you move Baron Zemo medium. So that would be a crazy combination for sure. He also has Counter Strike. It costs 2 power, and after an attack against Baron Zemo is resolved, he can use this power. If the attacker is within 3, roll 4 dice and deal 1 damage to the attacker for each wild and crit rolled. So if you dare attack him within 3, so again, that's quite the, if he's anywhere near here, any of these 3 that attack him, he's going to roll 4 dice and deal the attacker 1 damage back for each crit and wild rolled. And then his next attack is Master Swordsman. This is a fun one too. Baron Zemo is pretty useful in my opinion, by the way. Master Swordsman says for 2 power, when he's the target of a physical attack or targets a character with a physical attack, he may use the superpower. If an enemy character is within 2, this character may reroll any number of his attack or defense dice. You heard that correctly. If he had enough power, he could use Master Swordsman on one of those charges where he used Steel Rush and get to re-roll any number of those attack dice when he was hitting Crystal or any number of those attack dice when he was hitting Lockjaw. It's incredible. Last but not least is Strategic Genius. Now this is an ability that's always on, and it states that Baron Zemo and allied characters within 2 may re-roll 1 die in their attack or defense rolls. So if he gets pretty chummy with Red Skull, which I don't know anybody that gets chummy with Red Skull, but if they are within 2 and Red Skull gets attacked, he can re-roll 1 die in his defense roll. Or if Red Skull attacks Crystal or Medusa or even Lockjaw, he could re-roll one of his attack dice in his attack roll. So that's Baron Zemo on the healthy side. Let's take a look at the injured side. Okay, on the injured side, I believe, I'm just going to double check that I'm sure, I don't see any changes on his injured side. He still has Sword Strike, Steel Rush, he still has 5 stamina, and the same powers. So that's it for Baron Zemo, but I'll tell you, that's enough. This guy is a mobile slice and dice machine. I really dig Baron Zemo's mobility. One thing I wanted to do as an added bonus is talk about some of these tactic cards. You guys in the comments have mentioned, hey, I'd like to see more of the tactic cards. So I thought I'd bring out Dark Reign. Now, Dark Reign is useful for the Cabal only, and any Cabal character may spend 3 power to play this card. Choose an enemy character. Allied Cabal characters may reroll any number of attack dice when attacking the chosen character this round. So if they want to go all out on Medusa because they know that they're going to get entangled with her hair, then any of these Cabal figures could pay 3 to play this card, and then target Medusa with this, and all allied characters that are with the Cabal get to re-roll any number of attack dice when attacking Medusa that round. Pretty powerful card. If you're going Cabal, I highly suggest you take that card. I would doubt that you wouldn't ever take that card if you were Cabal. Thanks so much for watching this Marvel Crisis Protocol character review. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more of this crazy content. Let me know what characters you'd like to see next. I had somebody mention in the comments that they'd like to see the Spider Friends next. I got to pick those guys up and get them built and painted. In the meanwhile, I'll keep cranking these out while I get those built and painted. Thanks again for watching, and as always, we'll see you at the next BoardRoom meeting.